To give you an overview of the OnTrak programme, it's an ESF-funded programme, works across the West Midlands, and it's got two broad aspects to it. Firstly, case management is at the heart of it, so we have people who give one-to-one support to our participants to enable them to make progress in their efforts to find work. That often includes coordinating training and coordinating other services too. The second aspect of the programme is that it's very much about drawing on specialist providers to give specialist services that particular individuals need. So for example, many offenders face issues around finance, benefit and debt. So we have NIACE, an organisation with specialist expertise in that area, that support our programme with training for our case managers. We know that women on the programme, for example, have problems with mental health issues, particularly in custody. So we have organisations such as Changes, a specialist voluntary sector organisation in the field of mental well-being. The programme works across the West Midlands, as I've mentioned, and we are going to support over a 2-year period 3,600 participants. The programme is funded by ESF programme via the National Offender Management Service, and all the work that the National Offender Management Service do is focused on reducing reoffending and protecting the public. So in terms of the overall aim of the programme, it's targeted on that. Our particular focus is on trying to support people with employment, training and education. There is significant research that indicates that one of the key factors to reducing reoffending is that if people can find work, then they're less likely to reoffend. So our programme is focused very much on that. The OnTrak programme, in order to achieve that, works with partners across the field. In terms of our participants, offenders as a client group, there are many complex challenges that they face. Take women, for example. We know that women are a relatively small part of the offending group. In custody, some 6% of offenders in custody are female. And as a result, not too many programmes are focused on supporting women. With the OnTrak programme, we have a particular priority to try to support women. We know that women in custody face many mental health problems. The statutory services in custody and the Primary Care Trust are there to support the more severe issues around psychotic sort of issues. But there is a big gap in terms of neuroses such as anxiety and depression. So we've brought in our organisation, our partner Changes, who are expert in this area, to support women in custody on our programme. This is important in helping them to get themselves into a better position to be able to seek training and ultimately upon release work. I guess another example which would be a good one to give is in recent years we've seen a growing cohort of ex-service personnel amongst the offender group. Estimates vary, but certainly in the region of 5%, 1 in 20 is realistic. People who leave the services and come back into Civvy Street face many challenges with resettlement anyway. If you then combine that with perhaps physical injury at the front or post-traumatic stress disorder, then the difficulties reintegrating can be very, very significant. Our work to support that group through Warwickshire Probation Trust is all about combining the services we can offer with services that ex-veterans can get from charities such as Combat Stress or the British Legion, in order to give more of a wraparound service to them, in order to give them the best opportunity possible to come away from offending and into a more orderly lifestyle.